Hey everyone, Joe here from the Minecraft Alliance, and welcome back to another episode in the video, guys. And in this video, we're live streaming. We're going to be going ahead and continuing on kind of from what we did last time. And this time, I'm on a different world. I'm on a different account, really, altogether. I'm on my iCrazyWizard account, and what we're going to be doing today, well, today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be going ahead and putting back on my hand, because today we're going to be going ahead and looking at this absolutely massive hole. Yes. And by the way, guys, go check out my first ever Let's Build an Adventure Map video. It's live now on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. It is absolutely awesome. Anyway, guys, let's just go ahead and fly down here. You can just see the pure messiness of the exploded village. It is nuts. I won't. It's like, this is like my first big project when I played Minecraft. This isn't obviously what the big project is. The big project is this building over here, which obviously doesn't look that good because this will, bear in mind, this is my thing I built on my first. One of my first ever times playing Minecraft. This was probably the first world that I made, and you can tell this was a time where the wall was. I'm going to say this now. This was a time where the wall was in this menu here. Oh, actually, I'm thinking about doing a Let's Play where I go back to Titus Update 9 and just play in that world for a bit. Yeah, you can tell because like what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all the blocks that weren't in that update. So they weren't basically in the game at that point, and I'm going to go ahead and place them all down in the morning. You can just see how, and that's, I'm only going to do it from the first menu. So you can see here we've got sandstone, all this different types of sandstone, all different types of smooth sandstone, the diorite, the andesite, the block of the emerald block, the quartz block. It's nuts, really, when you think about just how much was in that version. Emerald quartz. So all of this wasn't in that version. It's nuts. And then, like, for example, these two weren't in there, obviously. These two obviously weren't. What I can remember, all of this was. These weren't, obviously. Where's my pile of, where's my selection of blocks? There we go. What else was in the update? If anyone's watching, which no one is, and hey Smithy, sorry my phone died. And it was like an absolute nightmare. But now I am on a different world. I'm on my iCrazyWizard account, which is my old account, which I made a new account because I didn't know how to renew my gold. So I had to make a new, well, I didn't have to, but I made a new account, and all the worlds on here. These are like all my. This is basically my original account, to put it simply. Cobblestone. And basically what I'm doing right now is I'm placing down all the blocks that didn't exist back in the first version of Minecraft that I played. Netherite did, and Endstone did. There's two didn't. Actually, no, Junglewood didn't either. Junglewood is new. It was just Oak Spruce and Birch when I first started to play. Obviously, the Iron Trap Door didn't exist. Neither did these two, because obviously there was no quartz. Neither did these fence gates. Neither did these doors. Neither did the spruce, birch, all of these doors. And I'll go ahead and place these doors up here. Spruce, birch, jungle, and then dark oak there. And over here, obviously, comes down to the bottom menu. We've got all the slabs, so we've got sandstone slab, the jungle, and all these slabs. These didn't even exist back then, which really, when you think about it, is nuts, because they are such a big part of the game right now. Yeah, it's nuts to think there was once a time when they didn't exist. And then there's the equivalents. Sandstone. Actually, no, I think there was obviously there was sandstone stuff. It just wasn't red sandstone or quartz, and then obviously all the clays. So I'll just go ahead and come over and do an oak wood. No, not oak wood, sorry, but yeah. This was essentially all the blocks that from the first menu, from the current first menu, that weren't in when Minecraft first came out. Not when Minecraft first came out even, because I didn't have them going that far back. But when Minecraft was when the update was released, that basically went ahead and you hear my cat in the background? Yeah, we've had to put him in the bathroom only because, like, when my mum comes, well, I've had to put him in the bathroom even because when my dad comes, when my mum comes in, he'll try and make a mad dash out, and he hasn't had his he's quite a young cat, so he hasn't had his injections yet, so obviously he can't go out, so we have to go ahead and I have to go ahead and keep him in the bathroom. I would keep him here with me, but it was him that pulled the cable when the stream went off last time. It was him that knocked my phone down, and then it was my phone charger came unpowered, that one connected. Anyway, so that's all the blocks that weren't in the update. These were the blocks that were, and there was not actually that many. Well, these were. So I'm just gonna do that just so that obviously we can have. And this exact lapis block wasn't in the game. What I mean by that is the texture was different for it. What's the gold block? Oh, the gold block, of course, is in the game. Please don't tell me I've got a gold block everywhere. No, I didn't. I was going to say if I put a gold block over there, that would just be weird. So all of these existed, obviously. And then bedrock existed. Oakwood spruce, oakwood birch, gravel, bricks. I'll go ahead and do the different types of wood over here. Gravel and bricks. Next thing would be the mustard, the obsidian, the clay, the ice. Packed ice I didn't put over here, but the packed ice obviously wasn't in that version. What else was there? Snow, the netherrack, all of this is in the version. Yeah, so netherrack, soul sand, glowstone, and you can tell glowstone was in this because I kind of went a bit nuts with my glowstone in this build, and I'll explain why I went a bit nuts with the glowstone in just a moment. But I have since updated it slightly. There's nowhere near as much glowstone in the map. Basically, let's just put it this way: glowstone was my lighting source back in those days, because I wasn't aware that there was even a second menu. I didn't know all these menus existed. I was purely and simply using the building blocks menu. It wasn't till I think it was one time where I accidentally pressed my right bumper, and I ended up finding all of the extra things, and I was like, oh, I didn't know these existed, because honestly I didn't. But uneducated I was in the Minecraft world. Yeah, I won't take too much time with this, because I can tell that this is kind of boring, I know. So let's just go ahead and do all of them. And there we go. Then the final thing I need to go ahead and do is take the stairs. Yeah, if you can hear him, that work. Don't worry, he's fine. He's got food. He's got water. He's just like crying, not crying, but he's just meowing a lot because obviously I put him in there, but he has to go in there because obviously otherwise he'll run out the front door, like I said. Anyway. Oh, sorry, still have my. Yeah, I mean, the reason probably why I should probably explain why you can hear my cat is probably because obviously my phone's on something which is a solid and it's connected so that he's meowing. His paws are connected to the floor, obviously, unless he's jumping. And yeah. Anyway, this is what I've built, and not what I've built. I built it about 3 years ago now when I first got Minecraft. And this was the time where, like I say, I didn't know that there was such a thing as torches in the creative menu. And Had I known that when I built this, it would have been so much better. Because if you come over here, bear in mind I built this entire Update 9, so if anyone has been playing since then, you guys will know what I mean. I'm thinking about doing like a Let's Play. I think I did mention that a bit earlier, but I don't think anyone was here. But I'm thinking about doing a Let's Play where I go back to Title Update 9 and just play on that for a couple of episodes. I don't know. Anyway, this is a school, basically. It's probably the first big project I worked on. Here you can see we've got, bearing in mind the glass and all this, everything you see here, besides a couple of things, was all, besides a couple of additions, was all built back in the day, and all of these materials were in the main creative menu. Jukeboxes were in this menu. LCD obviously was, but I didn't like it. This tree is a bit weird. Wall was, iron blocks were, glowstone was, and obviously, like I say, I didn't know that I could go bop. When these levers were here quite early on, but I think there wasn't even a redstone section if I remember correctly, because the redstone is that simple. Now in here you can see we've got a couple of books and some bowls. Over here we would have some music discs, and through here was the fireplace really. And then there was like a hole in the wall, because holes in the wall are quite popular right here these days. But yeah, hello. But yeah, I have made some additions to the original map, and probably this is one of my favourite additions. It's basically a rubbish bin. So you open it up, you drop what you want to get rid of in, and then you can do that. Now this is I'm like a stage over, so I can put chirp on. My music is turned down, so you can't hear it. But I'll pop my music up for a bit. There you go, there's chirp. See, that's chirp, and then down here you can see very, very interesting choice of building materials. This is something that I don't do these days, but I don't like leave stuff. And this is my design choice with the whole stone brick thing. That was my design choice. And down here you can see above. This is a fire alarm, which is linked to absolutely nothing. I don't know why I didn't link these up to anything, because, but then again, obviously back in the day, I didn't know redstone. There was no such thing as redstone lamps, mind you, back in the day. So the only thing I could have done was really note blocks. And if I haven't shown you my other school map before, I will show you that soon, at some point, because that has got an alarm system set up on it. You just say anything like cat, and then through here, this takes you to the backstay. Over here you can see there's like another little room with the fire alarm, which once again is not linked to anything. Let me just go ahead and put some glowstone down. And over here you can see this is the auditorium. So you can go ahead and pull the lever up. Actually, I'm sorry, but you're on the way, so get out of the way or die. That lever does nothing. I think this was just to stop the villagers from escaping. Put them back in. Yeah, this is your auditorium. You can see there's the camera, and then there's obviously a screen there, and there's another camera there, which is not recording that screen as such, but yeah. And this is the place, and I'll show you some developments that have happened to the building in recent months. This was a weird development that I made. There's a little watch shoot. If you come through here, pull that in, and we're gonna get to this bedrock room. This is basically like a TV studio. So probably the biggest addition I made was this addition here, and you can tell this is not, because it's all built out of bricks, not built out of anything not anything fancy. You know, it's not like it's not built out of glowstone. You can it's kind of like a sign to say, oh, I think this is a normal room. But yeah, you can really tell. I didn't know. But yeah, this is look what happens when you flip this lever. I think it's this one. The lights just change. They're there, and then they do that, and then they do that, and then they do that. Now I don't know how I managed to get this to work, in the sense that that wasn't my intention upon building this thing. My intention, I think, if I remember correctly, was to get them to all turn off. But like you can see, the way how it just works is these are essentially what these are acting as repeaters or inverters, as Stampy calls them. And then if I do that, we turn the lever on, you can see these just turns off, so essentially it's an inverter. So I didn't know that at the time. I mean, I could probably work out a way how to get them all to flash on. And then, because that's what I wanted them to do. I wanted them to all go boom, 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 boom on. And then go boom, 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 boom off. So yeah, then obviously we've got classrooms. But this school map, I have to admit, was not the best. It was pretty bad, I have to say. And there was various things that if I was to build it now... Alright, bye Smithy. Okay, and it looks like Smithy's going, so we'll probably be on our own for a bit unless someone else is going to join from school, but yeah. This was like a really bad school map, but I've made one that I'm super proud of nowadays, that you guys can have a look at now. Let me go ahead and switch accounts real quick. Because it's on my accuracy was a 2 account. To be honest, I don't know what I've done with it. I hope that I haven't deleted it. Because I remember I spent so much work and put so many hours into that map. I have an annoyingly horrible feeling that I've gone ahead and deleted it. For purposes to clear space. But I will check and see if I can find it. Anyway, yeah mum. No. Again, I think I have a horrible suspicion that I've deleted it. Which is great. Something I'm going to go ahead and do now, and just to wrap up, is I'm going to go ahead and go to mine and download Minecraft Story Mode Episode 6, even though obviously I can't download it yet. I'm just going to go ahead and jump in. My games. Minecraft Story Mode. This is what I'm playing on the stream tomorrow, guys. So do feel free to come and check it out. Apparently there's still one person watching, even though Smithy said he was gone. He was going even. Yeah. This is what I'm playing tomorrow, guys. So if you haven't seen it, I recommend getting up to date with it, because this time tomorrow, if not earlier, I'll be playing episode 6 of Minecraft Story Mode. And I think just to wrap off, I'm not going to play the video, because I don't want to get a copyright infringement. How long have I been streaming for now? 17 minutes. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there for now. I might live stream. I'm thinking about maybe live streaming a cooking with Joe later. So do feel free to swing by and see if I do that. I mean, I probably will, like I say, but I think I might make flapjacks tonight, actually, yeah. Oh, no, maybe not, because... I'll let you guys know if I'm doing that, which probably now I think about it won't happen. But yeah, do go check out my Minecraft Let's Play video. That is, not Minecraft Let's Play video, sorry. My Minecraft video that's up on the channel now. Go check it out. It's Let's Build an Adventure Map episode 1. The first 2 episodes, by the way, are slightly zoomed out in the sense that they are, yeah, I mean, you can't see, but I mean, it doesn't matter, I don't think, too much. Unless you guys are that bothered by it. So yeah, anyway, I think what we'll do now, if we can, is we might play some of episode 5, if I'm not mistaken. We have episode 5? Yeah, so if you don't know, basically, I don't watch this live stream or find out what this is. But if you want to be spoiled now. So basically, to sum up each episode in a nutshell, so we can jump straight to episode 5. Basically, you are a lovable noob called Jesse, and he and his friends enter a building competition every year. They want to beat the Ocelots, sorry, not the Blaze Rods, because that's what they call in episode 5. The Ocelots, Lucas on the very left there, is a member of the Ocelots. You, looking at the man block there, the one next to the right of Lucas is Jesse. You are the main character. You can either be a male or female. I picked the typical male-looking character. Then next to you on the right is straight right to you, in the way Lucas is Olivia. Olivia is the redstone expert. She's all things redstone. At the beginning of episode 1, she's setting up a daylight sensor so that when it gets dark, the lights will turn on. So that Ruben, underneath to the right of Olivia, to the command block there, will not get lonely, and he is adorable and cute. Above Ruben is Petra, quite the opposite, I have to say, in the sense that she's very hard, down to business. We only see her for the first half of episode 1. We don't see her for the second half, and depending on what choices you make, she might or might not return in episode 2. But yeah, and Axel, in between Olivia and Petra, you've got Axel, and Axel is the big beefy guy of the group. He's very strong, he's very tall, he's a bit fat as well, which is kind of interesting because you don't normally see Minecraft characters having a bit. They usually look like Lucas and Jesse and Olivia and Petra, and not Ruben, but you know what I mean. Anyway, moving on. Well, I should probably explain the actual storyline behind episode 1. So, episode 1, Jesse and his friends go to the Endercon building competition, and they face their rivals, the Ocelots, who Lucas, as I said, is a part of. Then, they go ahead, and depending on what choices you make, win or lose. But Aiden gets annoyed because you're getting a lot of attention, and sends Lara in the direction of your build. Ruben then gets burnt, and you then have to go on an epic quest to find, well, not an epic quest, but a little trek out to find him, and then you return with him, or without him, depending on the choices you made in the woods, to Endercon, the gaming convention, which is essentially Minecon. And basically what happens at Endercon is that, just before Endercon, after Petra saves you, you and Petra meet up with a spooky dealer. Well, not spooky dealer, but you meet up with someone who is a bit suspicious, and that is Ivor, who is that guy who's trying to save there. He's trying to reach for him, and that's actually a scene from the episode 5, so I'll go ahead and explain that in some detail when we get to it. But yeah, basically, he tries to save. Basically, Ivor wants to make a wither because he wants to prove that the Order of the Stone are liars. Because the Order of the Stone say they are the greatest source of legends, and Ivor doesn't think so. And basically the Witherstone becomes nuts. The Wither come unlock him, becomes the Witherstorm, and it is like, it's very, very bad, and you have to re-recruit the 2 members of the Order of the Stone, who are these guys, who we'll be talking about in just a moment. But yeah, so you have to go and recruit them, and you go to a temple, and while you're there you read some history on the Order, and you find out that Ivor once used to be a member of the Order of the Stone, and actually took part in the Dragon Fight, which is what they're famous for, by the way, killing the Ender Dragon. And yeah, and Ivor says he stole the command block, or, no, sorry, I'm just jumping ahead there. Anyway, moving on now to episode number 2. Depending on what choices you made at the end of episode 1 of who to follow, or who to go with, you find an appropriate person. If you choose to go with Axel to find Magnus, you get an interesting story with TNT and going to Broomtown. Frankly, I find it easier to do the Redstonia route, which is otherwise known as the Ellegaard route, to collect Ellegaard with Olivia. No matter which option you choose, the other person will still go and find the other character for you, so that's why I always choose the Ellegaard route, because the Ellegaard route is incredibly easy to do if you know what you're doing. So when I'm doing just trying to play through it quickly, that is what I will do. But obviously, like I said, I'm going to skip straight to episode 5. But once you get back, you try to find Soren, and you find him on the map. And Soren has a bomb, a emitter bomb, otherwise. And Magnus says, I know about the F-bomb, and this is a line from the episode. Someone claimed that dropping the F-bomb could destroy anything. Some of our adult viewers, if we have any, will be able to get that reference. Some people. If you don't get a reference, just if you want to ask your parents, but don't come to me and don't say, oh, you know what I mean. Just be wary about that. And then then you end up getting trapped in a room by Ivor, who is trying to find Soren, or we don't actually find out that. Moving on now to episode 3, as you can probably tell, Jesse and his friends go to the end. Oh yeah, it reminds me, real quick, about this one. I have someone watching. Is Smithy back, or is someone else watching? Anyway. But yeah, episode 2, depending on who you save from the Witherstorm in episode 1, either Gabriel or Petra, they will come back in episode 2. At the end of episode 3, the person you didn't save will come back, and going into episode 4, and at the end of episode 4, spoiler alert, they did something very sad. They killed off Ruben the pig, and it was very emotional, and I remember crying when I first saw it. I wasn't even playing the game myself, and that's really good because it's like second-hand action. But anyway, now we're going to go ahead and play Order Up, episode number 5. Yes, we're going to go ahead and play this episode because episode 6 is coming up tomorrow. Let's play Minecraft Story Mode, episode 5. Will we play the entire thing in this live stream? I don't know. But I would like to try and get as much as I can done. I have played it before, so I know exactly what to do. What choices I make there, I'm not sure. Tomorrow will be the first time I play an episode live from scratch. The original plan, this came out in Easter, or at Easter. The original plan was to play this when it came out, but because of the problems with Telltale, were having, I ended up just watching another person play it, and I didn't feel right playing the game as a let's play after what I'd done. So yeah, this is probably one of my favourite, if not my favourite. Actually, no, it's one of my favourites. In terms of intro sequences, the only one I really didn't like was 2, because 2 was very basic. No matter what route you chose, 2 was incredibly basic. You didn't do much in 2. It was more Redstone is one that's quite interesting, but it's like it wasn't very fun, I have to say. And well, yeah. 1, if you didn't see it, 1's opening sequence was you jumped off a bridge with Petra. The 3rd episode's opening sequence was you were trying to get the amulet back, the thing trying to track down the Order from a mob spawner. 4th episode you were travelling to the far lands, and this episode you were fighting monsters. And the weird thing is there's not either previously or a next time in this episode, which is weird, I know.
Pretty cool, right?
I think they just wanted to get straight into the action with this episode though, so whether there's previously in the next episode, I don't know. So we'll find out tomorrow. They released a new trailer for it. It looks amazing. So do feel free to come back tomorrow. I will tweet out on Twitter when I'm going to be live streaming it. I'll try to remember.
You guys are working way too hard.
Oh, by the way, so a YouTuber who I watch called Bigly Stats made a comment about how good this game was, and he actually got a response from Eric Stripe, who, as you saw, I think he's the main developer of the game. Not developer even. He's the main. I think he wrote the story. That makes sense. Like yeah, it's a Telltale story. So yeah, these guys make the music. Really good original music. The music for episode 6 sounds really good. Oh, actually, what I'm gonna do real quick is I didn't realise it wasn't on. It went on even, but what I'm just gonna go ahead and do is pop subtitles on real quick, and then put them on medium, and I'm gonna turn my brightness up slightly. And we're gonna go ahead and get straight back to it. Apply a music game.
This was a good tip. Well, Jesse?
Actually, that looks a bit. Sorry, I keep modifying the settings when I should just go straight into the game. But that just looks, on the stream, that just looks a bit bright. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the brightness back down to 5. 10 is a bit too bright, and 0 is far too dark. So I think we'll leave it at 5. And we'll go ahead and come back out. Right.
So, are we doing this?
Danger, here we come.
Order of the Stone, let's get dangerous.
I mean, I'm not speed running this episode, but I'm going to try and complete it as quickly as possible. And it's me trying to remember the combination here. If I was going to try and speed run this
After
properly.
we all yelled danger, I got a little nervous, but this place is empty. There isn't even any treasure.
Right, I'm going to have some peach flavoured water here. Hashtag not sponsored by Astor. That's who. I'll tell you who I am sponsored by though. G2A.com. Go check them out, guys. Link in the description. As long as you're not watching this live. If you're watching this live, then there's no link. But if you're not watching this live, which chances are the majority of people watching this aren't, then there will be a link I've put in there in the description. Anyway, now this part, if you know what you're doing, it is incredibly simple. You'll pull this lever, and that one will open. And now that one's closed. What you want to do, if I remember correctly, please don't shout at me if I'm not correct, is you want to pull this one. That one will open that one, but it will shut them. No. Oh yes, sorry, I got that wrong. I got that completely wrong. I do apologise. You come over here. You pull this one. And once you've let the lava flow, even, the game kind of says, oh, please, just do this one. And you come over here and you pull the sleeve up. I'm trying to do as little work as possible here because I don't actually want to do that much work because it's quite a simple game. Now you will see that one will close, and you're like, I knew went ahead and did that one. It's not that one you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do this one now, and you're gonna go ahead now and open that one up, and it's gonna remain open because the lava channels are nice. And now Jesse will say, oh, and now we're getting somewhere. Then you will walk over here. Now this was designed to be a very simple puzzle, I'm guessing, and a lot of people got stumped on this puzzle in the sense that it took them near enough half their first episode for a lot of people to complete this puzzle, even though how simple it is when you know the answer. Anyway, we are now heading down into the vault.
I actually would have been disappointed if the floor didn't
Not the vault, but you guys know what I mean.
dark, creepy passageway.
I think my mum's staying home, so when my mum comes home, I'll have to go ahead and take a quick
I think
break.
we're such a scared bunch.
And yes, she is.
Hey, I wasn't scared.
I'm so unprepared.
We're all totally unprepared.